All right. Good morning, Dynasty traders. This is the pre-market series, pre-New York 9:30 Open, where we analyze the possible scenarios, possible outcomes that could happen in the market on each given day. All right. So this will go top down. So monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15 minutes. All right. So over here we have these lows that are relatively equal. Okay, let's take this box out. That's the target area number 1. Over here, they're quite close to each other. So that means a lot of liquidity is resting below this low. And also we have a monthly fair value gap right here, a BISI. All right, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. All these terms are coined by Michael J. Huddleston, ICT. I'm just using them. Give credit to where credit is due, they say. All right, so next we go on the weekly. Weekly, we have the same zones of interest, really, right? But we see it in a more granular way. Okay. Yes, this is a trend line. No, I don't use trend lines to trade, but sometimes they really do work in a certain way. It's not the trend line we use, but when they coincide with a SIBI, a trend line, and a volume imbalance, I mean, it's like trifecta. So over here in the monthly fair value gap, we also see a lot of patchy, not patchy, but empty sell side over here. So if we change that up, we'll take off the monthly one. Okay, we'll take off the monthly one. We'll put a couple of them on the weekly. So we got from here to here, boom. And we got from here to here, boom. Okay. And then we have from here, I'm just gonna zoom onto this one because I think my eye caught a little volume imbalance. Maybe, nope, and nope, and nope. So they're all legit. And we stretch them out to over here. So yeah, the main zone of interest is going to be between 14,800 and 15,782 on the Nasdaq. That's going to be below these relative equal lows. All the liquidity resting about below here, and this little zone of support, let's say. Okay. So that's the possible outcome to the downside. Let's go within the daily 1 day. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I don't have the paid version. I have the free version, so sometimes gonna have to refresh. That's it. Still works. So that's on the daily. Let's go back. Oh, that's 2 days. It's weekly. Daily. Perfect. This plus button. Trading. Executions off. So daily. Daily, we come back to that same zone on the weekly and monthly, and we pick it apart even more. Okay, so below our lowest BISI, fair value gap, that's been created to the upside. On the weekly and on the monthly, we have even more. So it's like ultra granular. So this zone did not get no sell side at all. So that makes it interesting, to say the least. Okay, we have that. Let's go back onto this daily zone over here. Over here, all the candles, the ranges are all complete, filled. This is the one that we've been playing into, filled it recently. And these ones were filled by this. This was never filled, just, I think, barely tapped into. Let's go see. Yeah, it was tapped into, but not filled. So we have this possible zone for filling also in the near future. The near future, right here. Right here. Doop. So yeah, and that's a 3,000 point drop, ladies and gents, traders around the world, wherever you are. 3,000 points is a hefty move. So I'll keep an eye out for these equal lows, and then even further down is going to be those fair value gaps busy on the monthly, weekly, daily. Okay, so now possible up scenarios. All right, we could argue that all of this range has been delivered in price action. So from here to here, it was covered all the way down to this little fair value gap like that. And now we're going to be uh, playing this leg, which was recently just covered all the way down. So we can possibly reverse over here, but that's not my opinion personally. I think we're going to continue going a little bit lower. But for argument's sake, let's see what would make us go higher, right? And let's say if this is a point of reversal. So we have the magnets, the price magnets on a daily first fair value gap, which is a BISI, SIBI, sorry. We're going to be going a little bit closer because sometimes there's volume balances. There's that one. There's this one. You see how the candle's body stopped at the consequent encroachment. Yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. Great job with the buyers and sellers deciding on exactly that point. Yeah, so we have this one over here. This one over here. That one over here. Oh, these ones too. After that, this one over here. That might react as an inverse. Okay, so this could be a possible zone of interest. So like first inverse, second inverse. So like this is quite small. So we might pop over, tap into this one, and come back down. Maybe that's for the sell. But if we're going for buys, use this, come back into this, use this as support, pop over this, take this high, and then come back and use this as support, as a longer term support, well, longer term, daily type time frame, and make our way up to these fair value gaps, taking out this high, these highs, and over here there's quite a lot of traffic, but I think it would react in a zone of support coming back down after passing these fair value gaps. Okay, which is how do you say a order block, then becomes a support block. Pow, like this, boom. So when price goes like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and it shoots above, comes back as support over here, could go like this, come back at the 50, a little bit higher, come back at this order block, and make its way a little bit higher to this one. That's going to be like the move, the push, after getting out of all of this zone of congestion. Okay. So that's pretty much it for the how do you call it? The overview of what could possibly happen. But now if we go a little bit more granular and we go on the 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute time frame, right? That will keep those there. That's fine. Let's go on the 15-minute. 4 hours can be fine. It's going to be like more of the same things. We could look at it quick, right? So in this zone, there's one that's sharing this one from the daily, which is this last fair SIBI on the 4 hour. Beautiful over here. So yeah, let's go a little bit deeper. 15-minute. Okay, yesterday's open. Obviously, we went through that gap down. Great. Over here, we had a 1-minute fair value gap. Let's go ahead and check it out a little bit closer. Do 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 do. So the trade was this one. We used this one, the last one, right after the open, first presented fair value gap to the downside, obviously, after 9:30. So this 9:30 candle, first presented fair value gap, 9:31. We used this. We sold at the beginning of the zone, and we took profit at the 5-minute fair value gap. I couldn't see any point of interest on the 1-minute. Zoomed out. Boom. Saw it on the 5-minute. Nice little fair value gap. Dipped in and left from there. So that was yesterday's short. Now, price has been trading higher throughout throughout the night. Over here, we're just a bit higher from the open. Actually, no, we're right. We're flat. We're right on the open. Asia open. So basically, consolidation in a way. Okay, we had a low, high. Now we broke market structure of this high passing this high, right? And that's on the 5-minute. That means over here, we should see a 1-minute fair value gap, a SIBI, that acted as this reversal point. Let's go see. Yep. It's hard to see, but right here. It's tiny, but the algo knows. Tiny. Tiny, tiny. Okay. Right here. Okay. And the stop loss is usually put right here. Horizontal array. Did not pass that high and reversed from there. Okay. So yes, it's like the last one, really hard to find. But if you look, you'll always find the reason for why it's doing it. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of thinking, a lot of like arguing with yourself, basically. It's funny. It's funny to say, but it is the truth. So let's go back. Let's go back to the 15-minute and see a little bit bigger picture. Okay, so we filled the gap that we created on Monday, yesterday afternoon. Mm-hmm. But and we took the afternoon high that was created on Friday, right here by I think one tick. Let's see. So the high of this candle, which you're going to see over here, right? The high of this candle was 19,360.3, 360.3, and this is 362.6. So by 2 points. Okay, 9:22. Gonna start the live stream soon. So market structure over here. Just a little quick visual. Okay, so that was the yellow, right? Oops, the path. Okay, so we went from here to the new low. Okay, to a retracement to a newer low. After that, we went to a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, to a higher high. So technically on the 15-minute, we haven't broken structure yet because we haven't had a body of a candle close below this wick. That's how I like to do it. When a body closes below the wick. Not only just wicks going through, I need the body to close below the wick. I think that comes with preference and a certain type of experience. All right, so that's it for this 1st of April 2025 pre-market summary. I hope you guys liked it, and yeah, see you on the live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao.